Walked in this morning and saw this very shiny brand new motor here. Actually, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's very nice. This arrived yesterday and we're getting ready to put it on that boat over there. The client that had that, something went wrong. We had no compression on one of the cylinders. And this kind of goes back to the conversation we were having last conversation we had about being very upfront with what's going on with your motor, because you can save yourself a lot of money. Because if you lead the mechanics or whatever you in the wrong direction, they go down a path and spend time on it and that they shouldn't be spending. So, and if you don't know, just say I don't know. It's not running right, I don't know. But don't come in and say, hey, it needs a service. Because if it's been running fine and then you start to have problems or you haven't had it serviced for a while, they're two different things, okay? So you could be running fine, have a problem out on the water, you get it home, still not running right. There's any one of a number of things, but to just come in and say, hey, it needs a service, you know, we do services here, you know, 5 to 10 a day. You know, plugs, wires, lower ends, you know, on and on and on. So I can't emphasize enough about being upfront and honest and give as much information as you can. And if you don't know, say, I don't know. But this is a very nice piece. It's very nice, looks absolutely awesome. There's the rest of the crate thing that it comes in. One of the things that we get asked on a regular basis is, do you use OEM parts? And yes, we use OEM parts. Why would you not use OEM parts? There is no savings, quite honestly. It's not been my experience. There are no savings in buying what I would call unbranded parts. Probably a not so nice phrase would be knockoffs. They look the same, but they're not. And I can assure you this, if let's say a part is $200 and you can get it for $89.99 off a certain website, I'm not saying that it's not what it's supposed to be, but I would do my homework. One of the things that I have learned about dealing with these things, because occasionally we end up in a situation that you cannot get the part. The part's just not available and the guy wants his boat, so we have to shop around, find the part, and we tell the client, look, we can get this part, but we can't guarantee it. It might just last, it might last 6 hours, it might last 6 months, but the guy needs his boat, says, okay, I'm willing to chance it, go ahead and order the other one too, and then during the winter we'll switch it out. And we've had situations where they've come in and they've worked just fine. We've had other situations that they've come in, we've put them in and they don't work at all. So Michael was telling me that the general consensus in the marketplace, they have these big meetings where everybody gets together and talks, that while you might be saving yourself, you know, at times a few $100s, it's false economy. Now, we're obviously not, we don't have the markup in that. I think you'd be surprised some of the margins that Michael works on some of this stuff. In fact, quite honestly, some of the stuff that he has to go get, it's not worth the drive to go pick it up. I mean, I'm just being honest. And you go, yeah. No, I'm being serious. When he's told me what his margins are on some of the parts, man. But, you know, it's big picture, right? So you've got to kind of think about those things, but there's just not the margins in some of the items out there. I know, you know, boats are expensive, just like anything. You know, let's face it, guys, there's nothing cheap about owning a boat, and that's the reason why you need to buy a boat that you can afford. There's a lot of deals on boats out there, but can you afford to run the boat? Can you afford to fill it up with gas? I mean, some of these boats that come in here have hundreds of 100-gallon plus tanks on them. And, you know, so I think there was one guy was telling me it was to fill his boat up was $600 or something. And I was like, what? So that's just, you know, it's just something to think about. We don't want to get off track. But anyway, very nice Yamaha stuff. We use strictly Yamaha products on Yamahas, obviously, and the same for the rest of them. If there are occasions that something is not available, and if it's not available, then you have to get with the client and make the appropriate decisions. Obviously, we're very fortunate. We have a forklift truck that can lift this up. It's always stressful when you do that, but this is one of those things you have to plan everything out in advance, have everything moved out so you have a lot of room to work, so that you just don't put yourself in a bind. So what we do on a situation like this, obviously all the pretty parts of this will be coming off, and there's some nice hooks, and then Michael has special hooks and stuff. You've seen them before. I don't know, we've made videos, we may not have published them, but we have some special things that we attach to them to. Then we're able to lift them up. Then we have straps that we strap to the forklift truck, and we're able to put it in place. We move the boat to where we have a little bit more height through, because down towards this end we're a little bit shallower. So those are the things you got to kind of think through how you're going to do this. Obviously, I'm not saying you can't do this in your garage, but I would be very, very careful if you're planning to do this. And obviously making sure that whilst it's off, that you prepare everything on this. No point in having a brand new motor if the rest of your stuff is not up to speed, right? So it's important to kind of go through and make sure that your fuel line is in top-notch shape. This is not in top-notch shape. You might find that hard to believe, but this is past its due date. But obviously one of the key things that we go through, because there's nothing worse than putting a brand new motor on somebody's boat, and some of this stuff works just fine. It's works just fine for a long time, but now that you've disturbed it, now there's a problem. So you've got to go through, make sure that the steering's right, the throttle is right, all that stuff is right, all your cabling is right, because there's nothing worse than when you get a brand new motor on there and the customer gets out. There's nothing wrong with the motor, but one of the cables goes out, or the fuel line has a problem, your boat burns down. I mean, this is the thing that absolutely drives me crazy.
Well, that was on a rig, that was in this tube. And I pulled the tube off to check. That's what that looked like.
So there you go, right there, hidden. Now tell me that hasn't been chafing on that for a long time. So that's got to be replaced. Obviously check out, the cables. Very rarely, I don't think we've ever had a problem with a factory. Yeah, so Michael was just telling me we've only, in all the boats that we've had in here, he's only had one where it's the OEM cable, and I wouldn't say that was the OEM. I would say that was an installation problem, because if you take this and bend it in a 90 and put a tie wrap around it as tight as you can, you've got a very tight point there, and then there's a chance of breaking these wires inside that. These kind of things want to make gentle turns. There's a lot of, this one's not too bad. If you look in there, you see how many wires there are. The newer motors, there can be twice as many as those, which means the wires are that much smaller and stuff. So it's just something to kind of keep in mind. So obviously we'll be going through that, get everything cleaned up so that when this does go back together, he's not going to have no issues. What is the warranty on something like that? Okay, so a 7-year warranty on that. That's going to outlast the boat, quite honestly. But then we've got other boats in here doing installations. We've got to come over here. The other thing that I would like to, and it all comes down to what your budget is, of course. So it's always good when you take your boat in to have it worked on and rigged, to have it full of stuff. You guys are paying to have all that stuff pulled out and then put back, right? I mean, it's crazy. But I'm amazed at how many boats come in. There's it is not a storage container, okay? So, but anyway, enough of that. But this boat here we're rigging, this is got a bunch of stuff going on it. Obviously here, I don't know what this thing is. Radio. So it's got graphs and stuff. Yeah, graphs, Garmin, on and on and on. New trolling motor. So a lot of work going on this boat. So around here, if you need one of these are very popular. I don't know how many of these we do a day, but get your Mealey Marine anchor light, okay? Okay, discount code Grumpy10 for 10% off, unless you want to pay full price and then Grumpy gets 10%. Okay, but Grumpy10 for 10% off. So, but yes, these are very, very popular. They work extremely well. It is US Coast Guard approved, which it needs to be. If you don't buy ours with the Grumpy 10% off, make sure that it is US Coast Guard approved. I think that's all we've got going on for this particular video. So if you'd like, share, subscribe, we'd appreciate it. If you go to Mealey Marine website and buy something, we would appreciate that too. We also, you know, I think we'll have some deals coming up on batteries, lithium batteries here pretty soon. And don't forget Grumpy 10, which only applies to the light. Okay, don't be trying to put Grumpy 10 in on batteries. You're not going to get nothing. So, but anyway, anything else I need to cover? All right.
Go buy anchor lights.
Go buy an anchor light. It helps my grandkids. They're all back in school and school uniforms and all that stuff. So it helps take care of them. But anyway, thank you. Appreciate you guys.